Okay, so welcome back. This is effectively part two of the topic du jour, which would be celebrating women musicians in the spirit of the International Women's History Month and International Women's History Day, which was a couple of days ago, March 8th. So apologies for missing that deadline, but you know, life happens and things come up. So here we are, and this is going to be the vinyl, the mostly vinyl edition of this topic. So we have, so I'll just start it right off here. I have, okay, I was talking about her in the last video. This is the Andrea Parker solo album, Kiss My Harp. Fantastic stuff. Kind of, you know, I guess people have compared it to, I don't like really to compare stuff. I saw something where someone compared it to Portishead. Now, I'm not really familiar at all with Portishead. I'm much more familiar with Andrea Parker. And as I probably incorrectly said in the other video, the companion video to this, I believe that she is the label owner of Touch and Bass, but I stand to be corrected, and or the label owner for Aperture Records. Both fine labels with much fine music worth checking out. This is the way I believe the album, I don't know which came first. I would say that this is the album that contains vocals on all the tracks. There's another version of the album that is instrumental. I believe that I have both. Both great. Both worth checking out. Now, of course, you know, I use every opportunity to ask for more Andrea Parker music. All right, this is a recent acquisition and someone who I recently sort of became aware of. This is a cellist by the name of Julia Kent. And this is Green and Gray Expanded. All you have to do is just go on, you know, a site that has videos, like this one, and look up Julia Kent. Look and try to catch her live. I certainly will. I'm not sure how often she plays in New York or in the U.S. or whatever, but I shall try to catch her live. Really fantastic stuff. To me, it's very cinematic. Wouldn't be out of place at all in like a David Lynch movie or something. But, you know, it's a lot of people process their sound and run it through effects, and she seems to be one of them. But it's, you know, there's the pure talent is there anyway on its own. If you were to hear it unaugmented or unenhanced, it'd still be beautiful and moody and captivating. Okay, this made an appearance in the other video, but hey, this is just to show vinyl people. I have vinyl. I have some vinyl. This is Lydia Lunch's solo album, Queen of Siam, on ZE Records. And this is another album that I have from ZE Records, and this is the late, great Lizzie Mercier-Declus. This is her first solo album, Press Color. It was repackaged as a CD with the, I think it was an EP for her other band, Rosa Yemen. And I'm pretty sure that when I saw her live with like a small backup band of sorts, that was Rosa Yemen, because she didn't do any of the material from this, as I remember. And it was far more freeform and experimental in nature, much like that. I consider myself very fortunate to have seen her live and to have met her. So there you go. Okay, once again, singing the praises of Anten. A-N-T-E-N-E-S, as I will caption it. And this is the Silent Season 10-year anniversary 12-inch single of hers. I'm sure if you go on Discogs or something, you'll be able to locate it. She's like a genius. She builds her own synths. Many people build modular synths with all the components and everything, but she takes vintage telephone switchboards and turns them into, if I'm using the right terminology, modular analog synthesizers, kind of custom built stuff. Amazing. If you look her up and go to her website and you're someone that owns, collects, plays, or, you know, builds synthesizers, look into her work. It's fascinating. Okay, then we have Time to Tell by Cozy Fanny Tutti of Throbbing Gristle, Chris and Cozy, Carter Tutti Void, CTI, etc. fame. Great solo record. All her stuff is great. Going back a little bit, this is something that I should have done maybe at the time I showed the Andrea Parker CD in the other video, but here we are. So this is Daphne Oram, and this is the Oram Tapes Volume 1. This is a 4 LP, kind of a box set, if you will, without the box, but it's very nicely, beautifully packaged. It's on the Young Americans label. Worth seeking out. And also we have other electronic musician composers, the late great Pauline Oliveros with Alien Bog / Beautiful Soup. Soup spelled S-O-O-P. I was very fortunate to meet her the same night that I met our next highlighted artist, the genius Laurie Spiegel, Obsolete Systems. Now I have some of her other work, and I gotta say, for some reason, and no pun intended, this one resonates with me more, and I'd love to see a deluxe reissue either with more of the same, however you want to do it. Expanded, vinyl, CD, deluxe liner notes, etc. And then, back in the CD world again, compact disc world, you might know her as the saxophone player on most recent Brian Ferry solo tours, and you might also know her as the second, kind of, you know, in tandem with, backing up there, playing keyboards and sax for the Roxy Music reunion tour of a couple of years ago. More like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Anyway, she's a solo artist in her own right, and this is one of her CDs, Georgia Chalmers, Human Again. And this is the second solo CD I have of hers, Midnight Train. Both great, really unusually mysterious music. There's kind of like a dark, kind of mysterious vibe to it, which, you know, I gravitate towards and I love it. And these are both on the Italians Do It Better label. So check that label out. They're pretty adventurous and cool with what they're doing. And that would be it for now. I'm sure to do an episode coming up real soon where I go with, I'm going to do a male vocalists, and I'm going to do a female vocalists episode. And I think in both of them, it may be some that you're familiar with, and it might run across genres too. You know, like it's not all going to be jazz and it's not all going to be rock. You know, kind of run the plethora, if you will. But within that, it'll be familiar people, you know, people that pretty much everyone's heard of, and then the relatively obscure to the mainstream. Not that no one has heard of them, but the mainstream has probably not heard of them at all. So that's it for this episode. This is part 2. Check out part 1. Check out the Louise Frost animation that I did for Lose Those Fears Inside. See you soon.